This episode hasn't even started. Can you guys hear that back there? There's literally 600 women in the house right now. All upstairs, all screaming, shaking their boobs. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on. They all look beautiful. I love them all, but god damn, they're loud as hell. And this is the thing about women. You sit downstairs and you just wait. They gotta get all this girl time out before we get the task at hand done. Like, get the hell down here. Let's go. Oh, God, here they come. Nope, still not coming. Man, this is going to be a freaking blast. This is for a really good reason, like for a really great cause. So please, everybody, pay attention to what's said in this episode and enjoy the show. Man, I will just maybe do like a fast forward. You know what? I got my ears pierced. This past, like 3 days ago. And these headsets, like, man, they're pressing down on my new earrings and that kind of hurts. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is Shot 30 Podcast. And as you can probably tell, this is going to be a little bit different of an episode. This episode won't be as silly as it normally is. I mean, it probably will still end up being there. I mean, you saw the entrance. You heard the entrance before. I was recording you guys as you guys were upstairs, just screaming. I was like, oh, God, they're never coming down here. And then I explained that I got some new earrings, and this headset literally is killing my new earrings right now. But we have a very special episode today because we have multiple members of Mary Quite Contrary's House of Burlesque here with a purpose. And that purpose isn't burlesque. But Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, YouTube, all those things. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, and we're going to let Mary take the show to start.
Really?
Take the show.
What am I doing?
Explain what you want to do today.
Ooh, okay. So we would really, I'm so excited. I can't even get it out.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm so excited. There's so many things. So, like how we spoke about in our episode we did together recently, we are moving studios. Mm-hmm. Our family is moving. We will have our own space in Rock Island, Illinois now. And that will be ready here in like 2-3 weeks. We just bought paint yesterday for it and we cried about it. Because it's official, it makes it official. So we will be in there, and with that, our grand opening is our annual period party. Yes. So we have done 4 of these, but this is like our 3rd annual because 3 years ago, we made it in February. Get it?
Yeah.
You get it? You get it why it's in February?
Yes, but explain to everybody because people are speaking to you. They're listening to you.
Okay, so it is our period party. The past 3 Februaries, we have really wanted to help do our part to end period poverty. That is a real issue everywhere. So anything we can do to help. So what we do is we collect any menstrual products. So tampons, pads, reusable pads, Diva Cups, period underwear. I mean, anything. Like, we love those little Ipsy makeup bags too, because then people can make like kits, like weatherproof for anyone who happens to be homeless. We love that for them. Any type of like wipes, just any type of
just hygiene.
Yeah. Period hygiene products.
And after, so I had talked to Stephanie, and this is going to be in the episode. Well, Stephanie's episode is actually getting posted tomorrow morning, and it's part of the episode that I didn't really realize when I was talking to Stephanie because, we were loose and just kind of she had told me about it, and then we were talking about some things afterwards, making some jokes and laughing with each other. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really realize how important this is because when I sat back and thought about it, this isn't something that's very common that people are donating for this reason or this cause. And there's a lot of people out there that are, I don't know the way to word it, but not getting the proper necessities that they need for their bodies or their own hygiene. And so this is
Yes.
very, very important and a very beautiful thing.
It really is because, any donation people do is a beautiful thing. But exactly what you're saying, a lot of people don't realize the privilege they have of hygiene. They don't realize that that's a privilege. Like, there are a lot of humans who do happen to be homeless, who are living on the streets, and they make their own menstrual products. They reuse menstrual products.
Like what Stephanie's saying, there are things that I just took it for granted. I had no idea really that people would be going without. It just wasn't something, and I think that to me is what makes this so special. Because you can. It's always important to raise money for clothes, kids, whatever. But that seems to be something that's at the forefront for a lot of people. This is not. I don't think. I mean, people just don't. We don't think about it. Where I used to work, they actually had that stuff in the bathroom for free. And I'm wow.
As it should be.
Well, right, as it should be. But again, when you're around that, or like Stephanie, my mom talked to me about it, not until it actually happened, and I thought I was dying. I did, but she was, at least I had somebody there that would talk to me about it, and so many people don't have that, or they're afraid, or even if they have a mom around, the mom's not talking to them about it, or whatever, because you can have a mom and she can just not talk to you, about that. So anyway, that's why I think it's really important, and why I continue to enjoy doing it.
Yes.
Thanks.
You're perfect.
Yes. Isn't she?
You're perfect. Miss Daisy, you want to take it down there?
Why not? I'm going to get a little political.
Yes,
So,
please.
one, half of our population has to buy this shit. It's ridiculously priced. I don't know if you've looked at how much they are. They are very expensive. And they like to group them so that way.
Especially those Diva Cups. I mean, even though I make jokes about Diva Cups, what in the world? And you actually said something in the podcast episode that we did was about the waste. Like, yes, I make a joke because I think it's gross, like blah, blah, blah. Like, but that was I was just me saying something silly. But to think about that, like the amount of waste when somebody can have an object that can help for a very long period of time. Why is that one the most expensive? Like, I mean, people,
And probably the cheapest to make.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a plastic cup. Yeah.
That, and we're also taxed on them on top of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Right.
We're also taxed again, but condoms are handed out for free. I'm not pointing fingers, but
Oh,
hey,
I am.
what the hell?
What?
To go with that too, I mean, they're also not the safest items. They're not the safest. They're the hardest to find. Like, you can't go everywhere and buy them either. So one, you also have to have proper transportation to get to a place where you can actually purchase them.
Right.
On top of that, not everything, so like a Diva Cup is more friendly. Like, you can't get toxic shock syndrome from them. However, they're not the most logical either, because we don't have places that allow our homeless friends to even go in and use the restroom.
Right.
So these are things that everyone has to think of the daily, or at least half of our population does.
Right.
And it's great that we can at least kind of ease that burden by collecting things to at least have available.
Yep.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes. And Miss Wicked, you got to get your little short ass.
my
Just
little
grab
short
your mic and move it down. There you go.
Hello.
Yeah, you can just grab it.
Hello. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I actually joined the troop, is because of the community things we do. It is really important to me that we do things like that, and the fact that we help people that really, really need help, and that people don't even realize they do need help, is such a huge thing. To create awareness, that's like the biggest thing for me, because so many people don't realize that humans need these things and don't get these things supplied to them. So just creating awareness is a huge thing. I tried to explain this to somebody what we were doing, because they asked about it, because they'd seen our post on Facebook, and they had no idea. They were like,
Yeah.
"What are you doing again? What are
It's
you
always
collecting?"
surprising every year.
Yeah, they were
Somebody
like in
who's
shock. They're
"What's
like,
a
"What do you
period
mean they
body?"
don't have these things provided to them?" And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
"They don't have a home. They don't have money." Or, like you said, they went into foster care. They're probably afraid to ask or embarrassed or what have you.
And I mean, you're normally going to probably spend your money on food over
Right.
products to take care of
Exactly.
yourself, which is a
medicine.
really horrible thing to
Right.
think
Mhm.
about.
What are you
It
gonna
is. It's horrible that you have to
Right.
choose.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to
Yeah.
choose.
Have to.
Because I can't choose my period.
Exactly.
Like, my period comes even when I'm like, please stop. Please.
It comes whether you want it to or not.
Exactly.
And even and this too with I'm not sure which one of you spoke about it earlier, like the embarrassing thing. That's got to be a stigma that has to be broken at some point or another, because I remember growing up and these girls would start a period and have a pair of white pants on or white gym shorts, and boom, there it was. And then the amount that those poor girls would get made fun of, it really is, it's very sickening. And I can tell you right now that I know exactly, like I can name individuals that this happened to, and it was really heartbreaking when I mean, it's just like a dude popping a boner. Like it's everybody. We all have things that happen to us. It just happens, Like it's not. It's just our bodies. It's our bodies, and it shouldn't be something to be made fun of. It should be something that we all lift each other up or take care of. And this is what you guys want to do, or you ladies want to do. See, I do it, but I try to fix it. This is what you ladies want to do, and I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Well, we're taught to be embarrassed about it.
Oh my
like
God,
I
yes.
was
Yeah.
when I was taught. When I was taught about my period, it was like shameful. It was it was keep it in quiet. You were so embarrassed opening the wrapper in the bathroom, even
And to
though
go
you were in a
by
safe
them.
space.
Even carrying
to
it
go
to the
by
bathroom.
them, carrying
you had
it
to hide it in
to
your
the
hand.
bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I used
you're
to have it,
taught
like,
these
folded.
Spotting at a friend's
or
house.
spotting at a friend's
You'd be like,
house, or
"Well, I'm
asking for a
leaving."
product
Trying to
if
learn
you're
how to use
out
a tampon.
without
Yeah.
one.
Oh my
Like
God.
we are taught as humans to be embarrassed by it. Like
You're
it
taught to
is
hide
in.
it. They
You're
make
taught to hide it.
Tampons now that like push
Yeah,
into
I
it
was
to
gonna
make
say
that.
that.
Oh yeah, the
Like,
purse
they're
one.
taught
Oh,
to
yeah.
hide it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just something to point out. There are a lot of male comedians who do it's made fun of so much. Like it's so like our society is so okay making fun of women, let alone about their period, because it is something gross. And like what I have found so powerful was when I finally was like, it's not fucking gross, it's just something my body does. It's just like peeing, it's just like shitting.
Yep.
It's just like, it's a bodily
I
function.
have a baby.
I don't even fucking want that, but I just think it's fucking dope. Like I'm just like,
But I
whoa!
feel
It's
like
like that.
that.
It's that hilarious joke of, dude, I can bleed for 7 days and not die. Like, but owning that joke of like, dude, normally you would fucking die if I cut off your arm and we just left ya. It's just that stigma. I'm also trying to just end like that stigma of talk about it, be about it. Especially what I love is like our trans community as well. Of like another thing we're trying to say is not just women have periods as well. Like men have periods as well. Our trans community being inclusive in that, and that has been so shunned.
Also pointing it out there, it might be not safe for them to buy them either, depending where they're
Or
at.
that.
Yeah.
Well,
Can
yep. You're
any other bodily function that you would walk into a public restroom?
you got to
It's
talk into the
covered.
mic, baby.
So if you have to go to the
Okay.
bathroom, any sort of like your bodily functions are covered. Why is this not covered? Like, why is toilet paper supplied to every bathroom in the whole world no matter what? Because it covers a bodily function. We have a bodily function also that is not in control of ourselves, that I just don't understand how toilet paper is different from menstrual products. It's a bodily function. Toilet paper is just like a given. It's a given. It's in every it's in every restaurant, every restroom, every house, every why is it a
Well,
difference?
and
Why
then
is it a
they
difference?
charge you for it, and it's like,
They charge you quite a
why-
bit.
If I have to
Right.
steal it, don't you think I need it? Well, I'm not going to go resell tampons on the black market
Right.
for double the price.
Why
Like,
is
do you
our
have
natural
to
body function
regulate it? You know
put
what
in
I'm
a
saying?
different category from our other natural body functions?
Yeah.
Right.
Like before, I mean, I had never even thought about before this first like period party. You think about homeless people. Of course, we want to give food, shelter, water, medicine.
Those are at the forefront.
But man, these women, could you imagine?
No, I
Could you
cannot
imagine having your cycle and having nothing
I mean,
to
how
help you?
like also
I can't imagine.
I
How
can't
often-
imagine.
how often do you think about toothpaste when you do it? Like when you donate to a cause, like it's like things like this, like man, toothpaste. You know, this is like a dream item for someone who hasn't brushed their teeth. Like these are types of things that we forget about so
And
much.
brushing your teeth is a choice.
I mean-
Having your cycle is not. It's gonna come
Whether
no
you
matter
want it to
whether
or
you
not.
want it to or not. And to have nothing like.
Well,
Until
and
I
they-
met this group and even heard about a period party, I've never thought about that. Like, I'm always into giving, I'm always into helping, but you don't even think about that because we have our periods. Oh, we'll go buy tampons. Oh, we reach in our bathroom cupboard. Oh, we just have it. You don't think about it. But could you imagine having your period and having nothing?
No.
Exactly.
Having nothing at all?
Because it's not just homeless as well.
She's talking to her truly.
It's also, I mean, period poverty is in your schools, like how what we're saying. It's kids in foster care. It's not just homeless. It's these sometimes why you see these young kids bleeding through their pants is because they don't have that. Like their families did choose food over tampons, or pads, or this like period poverty. Even just it's just a thing because exactly what we're saying, how expensive they are, and then how taxed they are, and exactly like how Daisy was saying, how unsafe they are. I mean, the fact. Seriously, in the past, 5 years we've gotten just strictly cotton tampons is insane. You know, all the chemicals, like that stigma of, I have no idea what I'm putting inside my body. Yeah.
And then they're scented.
Oh my God.
Oh, and then they think that's okay.
Yeah.
Like, why
yeah.
do you need to snort a tampon? It doesn't need to be scented.
Well, like,
But
Well-
you know that something has to be there to absorb it. Like, we don't know any better. We just know that we don't want
Some
to
people
be the
don't even
ones
know there's
to
other
bleed out of our
options.
pants, you know?
exactly.
Right.
Or period panties and Diva Cups, like how what we're saying, are so expensive. It's like, it's hard enough for me to afford this box of tampons,
Yeah.
so I can't afford this $50 pair of panties
Right.
or this
Right.
50 cup that, yes, they're reusable, I understand, but
are they
it's
realistic?
But are they realistic? Like my goal, so this year we're not really doing anything interactive, spinning off of what Stephanie said of we decorated bags the first year, Lindsay's year, and then we moved to our second year, like inspirational messages inside the bags, because we realized paper bags, like how what we're saying, if this is for the homeless community, carrying around a paper bag of tampons is
Right.
just not realistic.
Right.
So we did those Ipsy bags or Ziploc bags because just like, fuck, it's plastic. Who
Yes,
cares? You know, it's in weather conditions. This will hold up. And we decided last year, like, Stephanie and she came up with, well, F that, do you really want, like, yes, the inspirational quote is a good thing, but that makes us feel better.
Yeah.
How does that make the person receiving it
Right.
feel? You know, we're doing that to ease our guilt, but how would you like, because we would put stickers on them and glitter on them, and not that isn't, who doesn't want to receive a positive message, but like, it's a thing of also like, we're poor, we know you're
Yeah.
poor, here's this thing, and you know, like, it's just that thing of like making us feel better. So last year, what we did, especially because it was COVID, we just kind of accepted
Time to cough.
money And we went out and got the products. Like, we were still open, but it just became a drop off, though. It just became like, drop it off or give us the money and we'll buy the products. And this year's kind of looking almost that, because just numbers, we can't predict here in a month. Things can obviously change. But hopefully next year numbers are in a place. I thought our interactive thing is kind of like, fuck the quotes, fuck that. Let's just empower people by doing this. Let's have our interactive be making reusable pads.
Ooh, love that.
Like, have a line of sewing machines. We're burlesque dancers. Every one of us has a machine.
I
So
can get you
line
guys
up
all lemonade, or all you
machines.
ladies lemonade while you're doing it. I'm not much with the sewing
That's
machine.
hey,
but
and that's
I will,
okay. Well, you could donate the fabric to it. You could donate what
Absolutely.
goes inside. Like, I'm not a sewer, or hey, I am a sewer. Do you mind if I bring my machine? Pop it up right next to you, and like making reusable pads and how helpful that will be. And then also like win-win. You get, your interactive thing, but because like how Stephanie said, my vision on period parties really changed when I got a seat, when I helped give the products we collected out. And I was just like, oh my God, if we would have done the paper bags, the glittery messages, the this, and like watching those person picked it up, I would have been like, I didn't help with this, I'm just here too. Like because it's already like they're already hanging their head low, walking up to get it.
Can you give like a top 5, top 10 of like most important things that could be donated?
Yes.
Obviously monetary, and give your Venmo, and we'll put that
Yes.
on here.
Yes, we need
Absolutely.
to and
Obviously
so what we
monetary,
want to
but,
say
like,
here.
Top 5, top 10 of most essential things that we could benefit from.
Sorry.
No, I just want to say, so what we want to do here is we want to get these items and do these things, and we're going to attach all these links. Are you putting do you have a Venmo
Yes.
that people,
Yeah, you
okay.
posted it. You posted
Yep.
it on the
I
Venmo.
did.
Yep.
And
And we'll just keep sharing.
And I did make it public, I think so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because 10 most items for this specific party, is that what we're
I
talking
mean,
about?
it doesn't
like a
need to
married
be
party?
10, whatever. It doesn't need
However
to be
many
a
list
number.
of-
Yeah.
Donations that would be the most impactful.
There's no item that's more important than another, yeah.
Yeah, tampons and any size too. So like when we're speaking of tampons or pads where you can see, light to heavy, you can see small to large, anything. Just seriously, the size doesn't matter.
And the variety packs are actually really helpful too because
Those
they
are
do
very
have
helpful
families.
because you start,
Yep.
So then you
Yeah.
have those options for obviously.
Exactly.
You kind of need that variety, just
Yes.
In general.
Exact in life
one
anyway.
person.
right. So those are actually really helpful because you get kind of all in one, and you can get bigger packs that way.
Right.
That's kind of the route we would go.
Oh,
We would do
totally.
shopping a lot.
Right.
Oh, hell yeah. And looking up, like, Stephanie is really good too with this, with our period parties, are looking up the companies, like coupons. Like
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's really smart.
Tampax, like,
One of the coupon websites, actually,
Yeah.
you could get, and you could go to. We went to Dollar General.
yeah. Oh,
And they let us
we
use like more than one coupon. at
Oh,
once
yeah.
To
Then
do
end up
it.
like-
So we were like, more, because basically, I mean, that's what we do with the monetary donation. We go and we shop and we get a bunch of product. When we donated to, where did we go?
QC harm reduction.
Right, they told us that those wipes, like the hygiene wipes, just wipes, were very, like, they were like, that's great, like, that was very...
Yeah, I would imagine. those are
yeah, because that
wonderful.
helps you not only
Stay
with
fresh,
that,
right.
but stay fresh, stay clean, be able to
Yeah.
do your thing that way,
Oh
too,
yeah,
so-
because the most important things you can donate to this are really helpful are tampons, pads, panty liners, any type of period cup. Whether it's Diva Cup, I mean any brand almost makes it. So a period cup, period underwear, exactly what Stephanie was just saying, like hygiene wipes, for that area. So baby wipes, hygiene wipes, adult diapers really wouldn't be a bad idea.
It really
as
is not.
well.
'Cause you don't want to leave. Yeah, there's a whole older genre out there that is
Exactly.
a whole group of people that is still just we hit hard times.
They might not have
Exactly.
their periods, but there's still people out there that need something like that.
Exactly.
That they can't afford it and they are incontinent or whatever. and
Yes.
It all makes a difference.
It all
Hygiene,
makes a
hygiene.
difference.
Right.
Yeah, I think because the convenience of you being able to have a lot of this stuff, like,
Right.
like you were saying too, you're just used to go under the cupboard. You
Right.
think that a lot of the charity, a lot of the places that are helping the community also have just enough,
Right.
that just are able to give these out as it is, and you find
You
out
can
very,
never have enough
they
of
can
these.
never have enough.
Never.
Never too
With,
many.
with any
'Cause
place that
it's
we
a-
have that helps the
It's an
community.
It's a
ongoing,
thing that
it doesn't
comes.
stop.
Exactly. It's like how Shane was saying
Well,
earlier,
that
like
can help,
toothpaste.
Right.
It's a thing you can never have enough of. So, I
They'll
mean,
never stop.
never stop. Like even just like underwear, just clean underwear, even if it isn't
And
period
socks.
underwear
Right.
and
Yeah.
socks, like that would
just like
help
white t-shirts.
Right.
as well.
Little makeup bags.
Those makeup
Makeup
bags,
bags.
those like
Oof.
Ipsy, like are just any makeup bags are perfect because it is just a fun incognito because there are
Especially for kids. like teenagers.
especially for kids or our homeless population because again it's weatherproof or
Yep.
it is cute for a kid because if she is or they are embarrassed of going to the bathroom with a tampon and their or pad or a menstrual product in their hand, it looks like makeup. It's incognito. It's
Right.
so those makeup bags or purses even like we've collected those like same thing, some place to put it, because nothing's wrong in this situation.
Absolutely. And the one thing too, okay, so we need to make sure that you drop that Venmo for
Yes.
this. And we're going to put it on the screen. It's going to
Okay.
be down below. But
It's this. Here you go.
they're not going to see your phone.
Look at
Will you read it off?
That's the Venmo now.
it. Look at it.
You don't need to post it.
Just read it out loud. What is the at?
It's at Mary_quite_contrary. So Mary quite contrary, but
And that is all the way
underscore
across.
in between Mary and contrary.
So Mary_quite_contrary. It's going to be on the screen. The link's going to be down below. Everything's going to go to this beautiful cause. And you know what? The one thing we forget is it doesn't have to just be this cause. Think about this twice when you walk into a place. You buy an extra box or buy an extra thing and take it to the places that need these items.
Year-round.
When we
Yes.
It
you
isn't
know
just
we
February.
we think about Thanksgiving, we think about all these times or Christmas. Hey, this is a time to give. No, all the time is the time to give because it's not just these times when these people are hurting. It's the time to make us feel good because we're the good ones. Like we feel like we're on a pedestal because we did this. But no, all the time is the time to do this.
Right.
Yes.
Well,
as
and
possible.
we're going to our gross house, so I am obsessed with our gross house. So it is a woman-owned and black woman-owned LLC or business, and what it is for one, she's just like Dr. Kit. The woman who owns it is. I'm just like having unhealthy.
Can we put a
healthy
picture of her
obsession.
face right
I
here?
wish. Love you, Dr. Kit. What doesn't she do? But our gross house is a home for
Can I
domestic
ask you what you're
abuse
saying?
situation.
Your what house?
Our grows house.
Our-
AR and then grows.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Do you know?
Okay. I just didn't know what it meant.
Well, it's where we're donating to.
Gotcha.
So our grows house, what it is it's a place for women to go in domestic abuse situations. So they offer emergency safe
I do
housing.
know about-
Or just housing as well. It doesn't have to be emergency, but they do offer if it's 2 a.m., we'll get you out.
Yes.
Like, it's regardless, no matter what day, no matter what holiday, no matter what time, they're your safe space. And what I love about them is there's a lot of women in domestic abuse situations too, who are not allowed to make any kind of compensation, have no finances because it is an emergency situation, so they're leaving with no money, and maybe their partner didn't allow them to have any source. So what they also do offer is they make you'll see them, a lot of places sell, they have like body spray, soap, like they have hygiene actually products, because what they do is the women who live in this house make those, sell them, and get to keep the money to start their new life. So they get to keep all your money when you buy it, goes directly to these women, gets to put
brilliant.
them. It is. I mean, she is amazing. They just opened actually a storefront. So they have their house that
Where's
we're
she
not
out of?
allowed to know. They're actually in Moline. They just opened a new, because, before we didn't get to know where it was. It's a thing. You
Yes,
don't get to know
yes,
the
it's a
address.
protective.
It's a protective thing, but she actually, our gross house, if you looked them up in Moline, Illinois, off the Avenue of the Cities, they opened up a storefront because they expanded to be able to offer more for these women.
And would she be interested in possibly being on the podcast?
Oh, I
Because
bet.
we would love to
I
have
bet.
her.
She is amazing. I will give you her information.
Okay,
Or I'll
perfect.
give her your information.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so I guess to wrap this thing
I
up.
have 2 comments.
Get it?
Oh, no.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done.
You can take all
so
the
the
minutes.
first one. So the first comment is with at-risk teen girls. Their first offense when it comes to like criminal court, a lot of times it's stealing a hygiene item. And that will put them in the system, and that keeps them on their path, and that helps nobody. My second thing, if you identify as male and you refuse to go buy your partner tampons or anything like that, you need to grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
And so that was my 2 cents, but I wanted to add that.
Love it.
I tried to have our daughter at one point build the bravery to use like the push tampons. She was asking me, and I was home with her because I had just adopted her. I was home for a couple of months. Do you remember me trying to explain? I'm like, so like, I don't know, like, but I tried. It is very silly that people walk. I don't know. Like they do it. But these guys got these masculine like dude, just put it on the counter.
Grow up.
I think
Just grow up.
No one needs to explain anything that they're purchasing ever.
Nope.
Unless
if it helps, women will think you're much hotter.
That's very true.
Seriously.
That's very true.
guys, they're telling you here. Go buy tampons.
It's true.
And then donate them to our event.
Absolutely, and let's do it.
And then donate them.
All you
So to wrap
men,
up,
women.
we talk about when the period party's happening, where the new studio, like give all the details.
Oh, so it's actually happening at the studio.
It's our grand
okay.
opening.
It's the grand
It's
opening.
our soft
Oh, okay.
grand opening.
Yep.
Mary, talking to the mic. Yeah,
sorry.
I'm still listening to you, babe, but you got to talk to the mic.
It's our soft grand opening. Sorry, I was trying not to. So, yes, it is 1612. I actually had the address because, it's one you don't have memorized yet since we aren't there. 1612 2nd Avenue, Rock Island, Illinois. That's our new studio address, our new home. And, yes, the period party is Saturday, February 12th. And we will be there from 10:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. This is sponsored by Honey and Ether and Clock Inc. And with that is you can drop off products at their businesses prior to the event. So if it is a thing you cannot make it February 12th, you can contact these 2 businesses and drop off items there. Or, like how we said, our Venmo will be up and it will be all over social media as well. That if you would just be like, here, this is more convenient for me, no judgment. All the money goes directly to products. And then if any money is collected after the event, we just give it to our gross house. We just write them a check. We did that, and then we actually have matched it in the past as well. So any check we have written our gross house, Clock and Mary Contrary's House of Burlesque have matched all donations afterwards as well. So yeah, it's our grand opening, and it's our 3rd one. So big deal. Third numero 3.
Trace.
Well, I was like, I'm a white lady. Can I say that? So,
You can be bilingual.
and you, right. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's very acceptable.
It's our 3rd annual and our soft opening to our new home.
And I want to say to all the Shot 30 like little minions, I don't know what to call you guys, my little nestled birds, I don't know, but please, if you guys just want to reach out to me, I know I speak to a lot of you guys, send me a lot of private messages. Please send me anything you want. We'll figure it out. We'll get you there. We'll get your products there, and we will appreciate everything. And so, I mean, I think that a beautiful thing was, hey, take your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, your girlfriends, whatever, or just your friends. Take them out. You can take a full day of February 12th. Go on out. And because you can roll right down the street and then come to my comedy show right afterwards, because it'll be great.
On the 12th?
Oh, that night. So that's perfect.
Give me the deets. I don't know about this. When? Where? Who? Huh?
Grease Monkeys, Cologne, Illinois, February 12th, 8 p.m. Be there. Be square. I don't know what be square means, but all I know is this is a beautiful thing that you ladies are doing, and I just want everybody to know that these are some of the greatest people that I've ever met. What matters is your hearts, and your hearts are always this way. It's not because of this event. This event is to raise a lot of attention about this thing, but you ladies are always incredible and brilliant and beautiful, and I love everything that you do, and that's all I got.
Thanks.
That's all I got. You're flirting with me, though.
Oh my God. Yes.
This is Shot 30 Podcast, and this is Mary Quite Contrary's House of Burlesque.